The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
And he returns this to the 22.
First carry now. This is Williams. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down.
Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for them to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for them to escape the pocket and run.
When you talk about this Seahawk defense,
this unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Throwing is McCarthy. Over the middle and complete to Addison.
And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. The Vikings send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game.
On the return, here comes Lewis.
31 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
Let's go. Alert. Alert. 60 boxes. 60 boxes. Let's go.
And they'll run. It's Ken Walker.
And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set.
Tap to 60. Tap to 60. Ready?
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
Ready?
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Right side, he finds his receiver, Horton.
Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
Get it. Go.
Walker now at 1st and 10.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Let's go now. Knock the Cowboy. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
Gets this complete to Shaheed.
Yeah, he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Here we go. Liking 18.
And Shaheed going to go in motion. He's going to handle it on the touch pass.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw him coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Ready? Ready, what?
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
Pass caught, Arroyo right side.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Elijah Arroyo, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Seahawks will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They begin the drive with Williams. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
You talk about this Seahawk defense.
This unit 3rd best in the NFL in stopping the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? That one was hard to fathom. They were in the dime. They had 6 DBs back there. They still lost it.
Great word, because I'm right there with you. I don't understand how they couldn't pick him up. But don't be surprised next week early, there's some extra people in the locker room. Maybe a tryout or two for those guys who missed him.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
The Vikings had 3 and 8 on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
To the air with McCarthy. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down.
Now McCarthy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 14.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They go back to the ground with Williams. And he stopped immediately there. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it.
Touchdown, Vikings! T.J. Hawkinson, a 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Vikings are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So we'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away.
And That is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
Panthers 60, Panthers 70 Rangers, 70 go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Antonio Johnson. And the Vikings are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Let's go. 19, 18.
Looking to throw McCarthy. This one swung out to Williams.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
A gain of 17 yards. And the Vikings first down.
These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Got it. Ready?
On the counter, here's Williams. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
McCarthy operating from the gun. Complete to Addison on the out route.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 36 yards on the play. I know it's tough to make tackles in the open field, but that one hurts because he got a little bit extra after the missed tackle.
Receivers are coached so well. They have to break at least one tackle after the catch. He did that on that play.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jordan Addison from 4 yards out. And the Vikings have taken the lead.
The kick is good.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend.
Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. 2nd and 15.
Now he'll tuck this and run. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, and his early struggles continue.
Oh, they try lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in, touchdown, Seattle.
Boy, CD, what a way to score. You want to talk about a roller coaster of emotions. They've got the big play, then they cough it up. It seems to be disastrous, but his teammate is there to scoop it and score it.
Not much else I can add to that, partner. I'll just say one thing. We just saw momentum swing several times on one play.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Forward.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
23-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's McCarthy.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there.
At their own 42-yard line.
Ready.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Wait, 20, 2 for 1.
Now it's the backup Goff. To the left side, looked in by Horton. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Goff now to throw.
There's a short one caught by Arroyo.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
4 yards.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Play action. It's Goff. He finds his man complete. It's Horton. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Again, Goff.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
2nd and 10.
180. Turbo.
Going quickly out wide to Moore. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Like 20.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Looking to throw. McCarthy. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time. And you got to think they got
touchdown, Seahawks. A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Seahawks have moved out in front. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, You're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
It's a gain of 2.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 36-yard line.
McCarthy going to throw again. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
Goff.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Goff now looking to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
For a Seahawks 1st down. 1st and goal, Seattle.
Goff throwing again. His pass caught at the 4. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get him with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and
now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Goff.
He finds Smith-Njigba in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown.
Touchdown, Seattle.
A great play there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Seahawks will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14.
Vikings 14. Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Finding Hockenson here on the out route.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, But I think they told him, guys, if he wants to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Here's Goff. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Horton. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It's a first down, his fourth catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Here's Goff. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To the air again. Goff. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Show. 12.
Goff. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
4 now.
Throwing again is Goff. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
They were held out last time. Here now is 3rd and goal from the 1.
Like 20.
Now it's Goff.
He'll try to pick it up himself.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Call it a big loss of 10 there. And it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Running room at the 50. Look out.
And they finally stop him, but not before he's inside the 15. A terrific return.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
Throwing is McCarthy. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now second and inches. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
38-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point.
And the Vikings pick up the football. So that play, I mean, it was pretty well blown up from the start, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, when you're running the option like that as a quarterback, you have so many different keys and reads to make that sometimes as you're making them, you're not protecting the ball the way you should, and it gets pop free.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 56 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
At halftime, you had to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They'd had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And the Vikings are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. McCarthy is set to throw it. Finding Williams on the check down. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Javonte Williams. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Vikings are back within a score. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a first and 10. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
That's good for a Seahawks first down. A gain of 13 yards. And the Seahawks first down.
Straight ahead, Walker. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss.
Let's go. Check. 77 Wolf.
They're going to look to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Intercepted. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
He's brought down at the 39.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Second and 7.
Here we go.
Looking to throw McCarthy. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Damone Clark. And the Seahawks are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
Now, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try not to stand before they're backed up even further.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Panther 60.
They'll set up a throw. Right side, he finds his receiver, Horton. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 30. 23 yards on the play.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
He's into space past the 25 and down to the 16-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Now gone. And it's caught. And the Seahawks are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Back to throw. Goff. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Elijah Arroyo, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Seahawks are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. First target, first catch, and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to one.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up second down.
Brings up second and 5.
To the air with McCarthy. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Throwing again, McCarthy. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, my goodness. He had his tight end running free down the middle. I think maybe if you don't try to go for the home run ball and just kind of get it to him, just put it on him, this play will work out. But he led him too much, and that's a tough.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Well, I know he doesn't want to fumble. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
A gain of 14. First down, Seattle.
They run again. Oh, no, they lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. following the fumble recovery. McCarthy.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
This one swung out to Williams.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 12 yards there, first down Vikings. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now McCarthy. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flag when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Second down, 8 yards to go. Here's McCarthy. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Here now, third down.
Back to throw. McCarthy.
Open man, that's Felton.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
A 4-yard gain. It's fourth down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
He'll try to do it himself.
And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just float from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Here you go.
He'll drop to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. So first and 10 now from the 30.
A gain of 16 yards.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Goff now to throw.
To the left side, looked in by Horton. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, and that should just about do it.
Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18.
Now Goff.
Gets this complete to Shaheed.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up second down.
At the 13-yard line.
Out of the gun, Walker with it.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of 7, and that should just about do it. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips and bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
So the victory here for Seattle, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold,